Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be reviewing an e-bike from Engwe. It's the P20 with a 250 watt motor, so it's perfectly legal in the UK. This particular bike has got a belt drive system, not a chain. So that's the first one I've ever done. I've never been on a bike before with a belt driven motor. So that's going to be interesting. So what I'm going to do now is split the box. We'll take a look at how well it's packaged, get it out and obviously build it. So I'm so looking forward to this. This is perfectly road legal in the UK, which is good. So we'll take a look, folks. So there you go, folks. The box is split, very well packaged as you could expect from Engwe, because they always are. So let's get all the packaging off, get the bike out and let's have a good look. So there you go, folks, all packaging off. Loving the matte black colour, beautiful. So all I've got to do to build it is put the front wheel on, put the pedals on, put the seat post in, and that's about it, I think. In the box you've got your pedals, what's in there, you've got your bell, you've got a toolkit. This is a fantastic idea. It's a magnet that fits on the front wheel, so when you fold this bike up, the magnet holds it shut while you carry it, which is a fantastic idea. I have always said these folding bikes need some kind of velcro strap or something to hold it shut when you're transferring it about. It's got the user's manual. They also send you a pump, and you have got your charger with a UK plug, which is fantastic. The seat is more like a, how do we explain it, like a racing bike style seat. It has got some padding in it, if you can see that there. It comes with a reflector on the back, and it also comes with your measurements there, so once you've adjusted it to the height that suits you, you can, you've got that measurement, then you haven't got to keep messing about with it up and down, which is fantastic. So to get the handlebar stem up, you just lift it up like that. There's a clip here, you push that shut, and to undo it there's a little catch there on the side here. You just lift that, pull it up and push it back down. It's as simple as that, folks. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the handlebars in. The handlebars, hang on, let me just adjust the camera. Yeah, so to get the handlebars in, you take the quick release, well, it's not a quick release, it's a quick reset to your position of your handlebars. So basically you put that into there, you put that up there, and then you just pop that back into there and put the provided nut back on. Easy. So that's the pedals on, folks, and they are foldable, which is fantastic. So that's the front mud guard nearly on, folks. Just put the bolt through there, plastic mud guard I might add, and then you put the stays onto there, which the bolts are already in, so just unscrew those and put them on. So far this bike has been very easy to put together. The front wheel on, folks, just make sure the disc slides in between the brake pads, line up both sides, and it's as simple as that. Tighten those up, job done. Right, so the front wheel's on. Now, as you can hear, there's some brake rubbing, and that is so easy to eradicate. So what you do is slacken these two off here, you hold the brake on, the front brake, while holding the front brake on, you tighten those back up. And that will cure the brake up. They just need adjusting, the calipers do. So there you go, folks. I've done exactly what I said I was going to do, just slacken those two off, get somebody to hold the brake on, tighten them back up. No rub whatsoever. Now this is where this clever magnet comes in. You just screw this onto there, tighten it up obviously, and that will meet the other magnet at the back to keep the bike clamped together while you're transporting it. To put the seat post in, you just slacken the clasp off, get your seat post, drop it in there to whatever height you want, and then just push the clamp back on to hold it nice and firm. Easy. Right folks, the bike is built. Now to power it up, you have a little plastic cap here, so you lift that up and you turn the battery on like so. Then you hold that top button on and it'll fire up, as you can see. To go up and down your pedal assist modes, there's a plus and a minus there, so you just hold the plus and it goes to 1, 2, 3. It's only a tiny screen. You've got a battery indicator on it as well, which is good. You've also on this bike got indicators, which I will show you now. You've also got a brake light, and you've also got a backlight on both forks, and the brake light still works. On the front you have a neat little LED light at the front. We have a bell. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, I think I broke the bell. Well, you know, it's just one of those cheap bells that you can get from anywhere, but it does work. And you also have a thumb throttle. Now when you get this bike out of the box, the thumb throttle will only do walk assist, so you press that and you'll be able to walk alongside it just to help you, you know, push it up hills or whatever. But you can mess with the settings, which I'm not going to show you how to do, but it is relatively easy. You go to YouTube and find out how to unlock it. I have unlocked it, so now when I'm in pedal assist, that throttle will work in every assist, 1, 2 and 3. It also has hydraulic brakes, great hydraulic brakes. It also comes with 2 keys, so you can take the battery out, or you can leave the battery in if you want to charge it, and plug it in under that cap if you want to leave the battery in while charging. I'll show you how to take the battery out now. So to take the battery out, you just turn the key and you'll hear a little click, and then the battery just lifts out easily. To put it back in, take the key out and that is locked in. Perfect. Okay folks, I'm out on the Engwe P20 belt driven e-bike. This bike has no gears, which makes a change. So all you do is put it in pedal assist and off you go. The seating position is pretty good. You feel like, because the bike has got like a long bar, crossbar kind of thing, so it feels like you've got plenty of room when you're sitting down to pedal, which is good. Brakes are lovely hydraulic brakes. As I said, this bike's got no suspension at all, so it is basically a road bike, you know, for commuting, popping to work, popping down the shops. Not really built for off-road, hence no suspension. So let's try and get off the park now. I mean, pedal assist free, by the way. I'm not going to mess about with 1 or 2, because let's face it, anybody with one of these bikes is going to be in the top pedal assist mode most of the time. So I'm virtually putting no effort in at all 8 miles an hour. Tiny clock on it, 7 miles an hour, but I'm not putting any effort in. It just climbed up there, no problem at all. Now on tarmac, having no suspension, well, it seems like on this bike it doesn't really matter. I was a bit unsure about the saddle when I saw it, but it's not too bad. But let's face it, you can easily change the saddle if you want to. So far so good, folks. Let's take it out onto the road. Comfortable pace, turning your legs. I'm doing 12 miles an hour now. That's a comfortable speed for your legs to go around, if you know what I mean. 13 miles an hour. But after, hang on, let's go for it a bit more. Because this bike's got a torque sensor on it, so the more torque you put on it, onto the pedals, the faster it'll go. So there you go, I've just got 21 miles an hour out of it, which is good. My legs were going pretty fast, to be honest. When you put some pressure on the pedals, it really does go for it. 23 miles an hour then. But as I say, your legs are going fast, so you don't really need to be doing that. Otherwise, your legs are going to be aching the next day, folks. The torque sensor works really well, though. Just get past these lorries so you can hear me. I'm curious to see how this bike will cope with the hill test, the usual hill I do on these reviews on these e-bikes. Now when this comes out of the box from Engwe, it is 100% legal. The throttle only works for walk assist. It's up to you if you play with the settings or whatever you want to do, because it'll only do 15.5 miles an hour out of the box. For those of you who want keep your mind at rest when you're out and about on your e-bike. But of course, I have played about with the settings. That's why it's just gone 23 miles an hour. I just had a fly go in my mouth. Because I personally think with these bikes, you need to get out of the bikes what they can do, what they can really do. Let's go for it again. Torque sensor's kicked in. My legs are going some. 22 miles an hour. And for a 250 watt motor, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty nippy. You can feel the power there. And I can also say, there is no rattles, clangs, bumps, anything on this bike. You've got no chain rattling about because it's belt drive. You've just got no noise at all, which is great for, you know, for a peaceful ride out somewhere. Just take it around the one-way system. Watch the cars. And out. Now I'm just using throttle only at the moment on the flat, and I'm cruising at 19 miles an hour on the flat. Which is good. Feels so light, agile, nimble. Well, it's not very heavy at all, actually. So you can easily fold it up, chuck it on a train, chuck it on a bus, chuck it in the back of your car. Basically, chuck it wherever you want to chuck it. 24 miles an hour coming down there. The throttle will only take it up to about 19, 20 miles an hour, and then the throttle won't work, which is good, unless you're going downhill, of course. Yeah, the e-bikes with the torque sensor are better for giving your legs a workout as well, because you know you can apply pressure so it feels like you're pedaling. Yes, I'm liking this bike so far. Feels very safe. I just love the I love it because it's making no noise, no rattles, nothing. And I'm loving the torque sensor because it kicks in straight away. You know, if you want to go a bit faster, just put a bit more pressure on the pedals. But because I've altered the setting, obviously you can just use the throttle and just sit there and enjoy the ride, which I am doing now. Watch the cars. Should have my lights on really. I know it's daylight, but it's always best to ride a bike with lights on. Now, as I said, it has indicators. So you just press it once, the back indicator is on now to turn left. You've got nothing on the display to tell you the indicator's on. So when you've turned your corner, always press it again so it's off, and that cancels it out. Never forget to turn your indicators off. But we all do, we've all done it in cars, motorbikes, we have all left our indicators on, but you've just got to be very aware to turn them off. Make sure you turn them off. Okay, so I'm going to swing it round, folks, and go back up this hill. 250 watt motor, road legal in the UK. Let's see if I can pedal up there. I'm 17 stone, so I'm not exactly light. What's the speed hump? Okay, so basically from a standing start, let's see if I can get up this hill. And this is a big hill. This is where I do all the hill tests on the bikes. 11 miles an hour. I am putting a little bit of effort in, but that's performed very well. Very well indeed. Let's do a brake test. Hydraulic brakes. Oh, fantastic. Had a little bit of locked up a little bit on the back. Yes, fantastic brakes. Really good brakes. I've also said before on these e-bikes, all e-bikes should have hydraulic brakes because of the weight of them. Even though this isn't heavy, this could have coped with mechanical brakes, but putting hydraulic brakes on makes a hell of a difference. It really does. I like this bike a lot. I really do. You know, it gives you the impression that it will go for miles and miles and miles comfortably. I mean, it was fully charged on went out. I've done like 2.5 miles, I think now. Still saying fully charged. But it's because the actual bike isn't pulling much weight, so the battery is going to last longer. So if you're looking for a little bike to get you to work, you know, if you work local, to commute on, this is definitely a great contender for that, because it will suit you down to the ground. It really will. Even to take on holiday with you, you know, in your motorhome or your caravan, it folds up very easily, which I'll show you shortly how well it folds up. And having no suspension really isn't bothering me at all. I mean, because we all know, look at the water in front of me. All this car park was flooded the other day because we've had that much rain. Well, look at the canal. That canal's about 6 foot down the other side. That's how much the water's come up. That's amazing. Just demonstrate the throttle though, because as you know, I have messed with the settings, because it'll only work, as I said before, on walk assist, the throttle. It won't do anything else out of the box. But just pressing a button on the settings to change it, there's the throttle. So from a standing start without pedaling, off we go, because the throttle assists you lovely. You know, like I've always said, for less able people, let them have a throttle so they can pull away and be safe. That's what I say anyway, folks, and I will stand by it. A track I'm going through now has got some bumps and whatever. I am sitting on the seat, so you know, it's not throwing me about on the bike too much. It's got no suspension, but as I say, on tarmac, perfect, absolutely bang on. See if we can get up here. There you go, easily done. Great bit of fun. I think this bike is suitable for anybody from 5'2" to about 6'5" in height. Well, I'm telling you now, I don't care how tall anybody is, this bike, they would be able to ride this bike, because the handlebars comes up, the seat stem comes up. You know, this bike has got, changing the subject again because I'm a bit random, the torque in this bike is better than some of the 500 watt bikes I've reviewed. It really is, and I can't say good enough about the torque sensor. I really can't. It works absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to find a spot now and show you how well it folds up. See if I can find a dry spot for somewhere. Wow, look how high the River 7 is. That is high, and it is dropping at the moment, so wow, that's high. It's quite a bumpy track, folks. This bike's got no suspension, like I keep banging on about. But you know, I'm not going ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, nothing like that. It's coping quite well. The tyres absorb a lot of it, obviously. I wouldn't recommend you doing this for a long time, because obviously it will get uncomfortable, but if you come, you know, if you're in a situation where you need to go on roads like this, it will cope, no problem at all. I am actually enjoying this. And to be honest, I have never been one for 250 watt motor push bikes, e-bikes, because I don't think they're powerful enough. But this has totally shocked me. You know, it gives you confidence. It doesn't matter where you ride it. If you come to a hill, you know this bike is going to cope with it. You really do. That's how much confidence it gives you. And when you want to rest your legs, like I said, press the throttle and just enjoy the scenery. What more could you ask for in a little e-bike? Wow. And before I forget, I must say this, the tyres are, the 20-inch tyres are puncture proof. So that's a bit of peace of mind as well. And I got a twig stuck in me mudguard. Now it's done, gone. Those are just the brakes. When I put the brakes on, because obviously the brake pads need bedding in. But I cannot fault these brakes. I mean, watch this. Look at that, how fast that stopped. Wow. Throttle only. Through the chicane, wow. Yeah, on the flat, this will stop like, I don't know, between 16, 19 mile an hour, somewhere like that. Just using the throttle. Not going down there, it's too muddy. We've had so much rain. I mean, look at the 7. Okay folks, this is how the bike folds up. So I would start by folding the pedals up. Okay, put the stand up, pull this catch here. Okay, then we'll split the bike like so. Okay, handlebars, another catch down like that. and also if you wanted to, you could take the seat out to make it even smaller. And because it has got magnets, if you can see that magnet there by the back wheel, that won't open, so it helps keep the bike compact while travelling, which I think is bang on. And this is how light the bike is, folks. No problem at all. So you can pick it up, carry it up steps, carry it down steps, chuck it on the bus, like I said earlier, whatever you want to do. Great bike. Yeah, and I think for this bike, I think it's fantastic that it's got no gears. Because for commuting, do you really want to mess about with gears? I've said on many e-bikes that I have reviewed, you don't really need gears. You know, if you've got the power there, and most of them have only got 6-7 gears on anyway, so you ghost pedaling most of the time anyway, so to have no gears is a bit of a bonus. One less thing you've got to worry about when you're riding. Oh yeah. Everybody's talkative today. Actually, the weather's gone quite nice now, folks. Thankfully. It's a lot easier to control, this bike is, than a lot of bikes. Because of the torque sensor again. I know I keep going on about the torque sensor, but it's amazing. Let's let this bloke pass. Alright, mate. Thank you very much, sir. Yes. For a lot of people out there, this bike is going to be absolutely perfect. It really is. Massive hill this is. Not out of breath, just turning my legs, putting a little bit of effort in. Effortless. Because what Engwe have tried to do on this P20 is keep the weight down on the bike as much as possible. And they have certainly made a fantastic job, because I am loving this bike, and I don't say that a lot, but I do like this bike. It's not the most powerfulest bike in the world, and it's not the most beefiest looking bike in the world, but wow, it does a great job, it really does. Just for commuting, it's going to take some beating, this is, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just casually turning my legs now, 10 miles an hour, just cruising along, because like I said earlier, it doesn't matter what you approach, I'm sure this bike will cope with it. And like I said, for vans, motorhomes, caravans, to have one of these in your van when you're away is going to be such a bonus for you, because you can get about when you're on site easily. And believe it or not, I've got no quarrels with the seat. I think the seat is just fine. Mind you, I don't know what it'll be like after 20 miles, but at the moment it's just fine. Some more power on the pedals, and it shoots off. Right up to 19 miles an hour. Pretty instantly. So as I said before, it's a good light workout as well. You haven't got to work out, but it's there if you want to work out. So I'm going to go back to the site now, throttle only. Throttle only. 17 miles an hour. And the battery is still saying fully charged. I think I've done about 5 miles. And I'm 17 stone on it. I know I keep going on about my weight, but it makes a difference what weight you are on these e-bikes. Obviously, the lighter the person, the further range you're going to get. The heavier the person, the less range you're going to get. You know, just all obvious stuff. So you've got to take all that into account when you're buying an e-bike. Because whatever range they say on any make of e-bike, it ain't going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. It's trial and error when you get the bike, to see how far you can get out of it, see which style you ride it in, what pedal assist you ride it in. Do you use the pedal assist all the time? There's loads of things to take into account. Me personally, I just like the power, I like the throttle, But I ain't gonna go out and do like 20-30 miles out on an e-bike. When we're on bikes, we probably do about, I don't know, 10 mile max, just to get to where we want to go. You know, for convenience, which most people do. Go ride across the, you know, across the riverbank and just leisurely ride. Well, I haven't pedalled once yet, folks. I just do 19 miles an hour. A little 250 watt e-bike. I'll drop down to 18 miles an hour. It is a little bit of an incline here, back up to 90. Well, it's fluctuating between 18 and 19 miles an hour on throttle only. I've still got no issues with the seat, none at all. Now, Lynn's tried to get on this bike, and it's still too, even with the seat right down, it's still too tall for her, but Lynn is short. So as I say, to ride this bike, you've got to be 5'2" plus to ride it comfortably, I would say. Because if you're a tall person, you can still ride this bike, because as I said, the handlebars come up, the seat comes up, and you'll still be able to ride it, no problem at all. So folks, if you need a little bike to commute in cities, towns, whatever, got to work on, and you're just on tarmac, 100% go get one of these, because they are great. They really are. It's also one of the reasons as well they haven't put suspension on this bike, just to keep the weight down. Everything about it is keeping the weight down on this P20 from Engwe, to make it light as possible. Engwe, thank you very much. Great, another great product you produced. You really have. I can't even say it needs more power. I can't say that, because this kind of bike doesn't need more power. It really doesn't. And for me to say that, it's got to be perfectly adequate, because I love speed, I love power. But something about this bike, it really doesn't need it.
So here we have the lightweight and portable folding Engwe P20. It's made from aluminium alloy and is available in 3 colours: white, green and matte black. It has a 250 watt quiet motor with torque sensor, and as it comes out the box, it's fully UK and Europe road legal. As I said, it's a 250 watt motor, 42 Newton meter torque with 20 inch by 1.95 inch tyres with hydraulic disc brakes. The battery is 36 volts, 9.6 amp hour lithium ion. Charging time is around 5 hours. The weight of the bike is 18.5 kilos. It's lightweight and portable, 3 steps and only 10 seconds to fold. Carbon belt, farewell to grease and dirt with no maintenance. Integrated front and rear lights. It comes with puncture resistant tyres and an IP6 waterproof rating. The innovative magnetic holder securely holds the bike together for transportation and storage. Rider height is between 5 foot and 6'2". Payload capacity is 120 kilos, which is 18.9 stone. And has a range of around 100 kilometres. The price of this incredible bike was $1,199 and is now only $899. We also have a 2% discount code, which brings it down to £881 and 2 pence. All links and code will be in the description below.
So there you go, folks. I have done 6.2 miles round and about. The battery is still saying fully charged. How accurate that is, I don't know. But what would I change about this bike? And I'm being dead serious now, and I'd never thought I'd say this. Absolutely nothing, because I think it's a fantastic bike for commuting. And that's all they make out this bike is for, is commuting, and they are bang on, they are definitely right. That's what it's for. That's what purpose this bike does. Like I said before, I've never rode a bike with a belt drive, so I was curious to see how I'd get on with that. And the only way you can tell the difference between that and a chain is you've got no clunking and banging and with a chain. You've got no noise with that, no noise whatsoever. It's got a cracking little rack on, Put a pannier bag on maybe. It looks smart. I love the way that it folds. It's just a great bike. The brakes are fantastic. No, I'm really happy with it. I really am happy with it. If I need, you know, knowing what I know now, if I needed a bike just to commute to work and back, that would probably be the one. It really would. Great tool, really is. Yeah, so all the links, people, will be in the description below for this P20 Engwe commuting bike. Great bike. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you for watching this review. It really is appreciated. As you know, I can do reviews on e-bikes all day, every day, because I absolutely love them. They are the future, and every year they are getting better and better and better. So yeah. So on that note, folks, we will say our farewells. So stay safe for the caravanners, motorhomes, tenters, drifters, subscribers, old and new. We still love you. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next one.